What's poppin', fam, and welcome back to KNTV Cribs. I am Kaiser Noah, and today I'm going to be looking at the Crownshop houses in Wizard 101. I'm going to be rating these pieces of crap. They're all bad, every single one of them. They're disgusting, but some of them are less disgusting than others. You can see I've brought in some energy. I've brought the glasses back. And we're here to preview these houses because there is a preview button that I did not look at. So let's get right into it. Starting. Shut up. Shut up. Get out of my... Stop. Get out of my head. Ah. Turn that off. Alright, first we're doing the Winter Wind Tower. I own this one. Not in my thing, but I own it. Gotta say, I do like this house. I like the fact that it looks nice and snowy. There's a castle right there. It reminds me of, what's that one? Why can't I think of the name of it? The house in Oblivion. I don't know. You guys probably haven't even played Oblivion, but it reminds me of that one house in Oblivion, the tower. That, for some reason, I can't think of the name. We have a teleporter here that leads... Yeah, shut up. That leads over to this dueling circle. Pretty darn cool. I think it's one of the best dueling circles in these houses. And you know what? This house is very Avalon themed. You can see that. It's very inspired by Avalon, especially with the Frostcrag Spire is what I was thinking of. Jesus Christ. It took me that long to think of. Does this have ice physics? This doesn't have ice physics. 0 out of 10, this house actually sucks. Shut up. Let's see where the bank is. The bank's right in the door. All right, I'll move this slightly up, ever so slightly. But you can see this is actually a very beautiful house. Like there's a bunch of side rooms. There's a teleporter there. I'm assuming can you go into this wall? It doesn't look like you can go into this wall, which is just kind of confusing. Maybe you can in the actual house. I don't know. But you know what? This place is really nice. I like the big fireplace, and then you have the Horn of Plenty here that gives you some stuff. Okay, fun fact, it doesn't give you the items when you do that. Does this teleport you to Avalon? This teleports you to random places in the house, I think. Yeah. Alright, that makes sense. You know what? This house... This house, I give it a 3 out of 10. There's no ice physics, which sucks. Next is the Empyrean airship. Alright, we're schmoovin'. This is giving me motion sickness. Oh, this is giving me motion sickness. I hate this house already. I'm giving it like a 0 out of 10. I don't like this. Get me out of here. Alright, the downstairs, bank's right inside. Pretty cool. Kind of boring. Oh my god, I almost just exited out of OBS. That would have been absolutely tragic. Imagine I just exited out of OBS. That would have sucked. Alright, moving on. Boom. Iconic. Everyone knows it. The Red Barn Farm. Shut up! You didn't talk to me in the last one. The Red Barn Farm's a pretty PogChamp house, not gonna lie. Plants grow faster here, which is pretty cool. Will you please stop talking to me? Plants grow faster here, which is really nice. You have this little circle to put like a trophy on. You have a barn. And then the inside is great because the bank is right here when you first get in. This is the house my fire uses. I put a teleporter like right at the beginning that teleports me right here next to the bank. And I also have a bizarre tapestry right here. Overall, this house is like a 9 out of 10. Why does some of them work like that? You know what? I don't care. Avalon Castle plot. Wow. Fantastic house. Moving on. Actually, we won't move on. First, we'll look at in here. There's this cave. My fire also owns this. And inside this cave... Wait, oh, is this not the cave I was thinking of? Or is this the cave I was thinking of? Oh, this isn't the cave. I was thinking of the Midday Estate. This is a cool-looking cave, though. I like this cave, but I'm leaving anyway. Jungle House Boat. My death owns this. And it's what he used for a while. Pretty cool, not gonna lie. You're on the riverbed of, like, Zafaria. Which is pretty sick in that big river next to Stone Town, all that. You got some huts here, you got this little dock section, and then you have the actual boat itself, which, a little bit of a complaint is that the bank isn't directly when you first get in. You have to walk around the ladder, and there's definitely been times where I've accidentally walked into the ladder and gone back up. I give that house like a 6 out of 10 on the Kaiser Noah house rating scale. It's not awful, but it's not the best either. Wizard's Watchtower. I really like this house. We also go to this house in Azteca because this one guy, this one guy owns it. And if I remember correctly, if you get a teleporter, you can place one right on the hand right there and then teleport onto the hand, which is just overall pretty sick. I would say that this house is like a 9 out of 10 on the Kaiser Noah scale. They're all pretty darn good. But this one especially is pretty beautiful looking. I like the aesthetic of the dragon. There's a cave over there that also leads back into the main house. Pretty nice looking. You can see you can go up there, have a good time. Overall, this house, pretty PogChamp. You can also go up to the watchtower right here and see the moon. The only thing is, though, is I think this is a fake moon. I think this is a fake moon. I think this game fabricated the moon. The moon does not exist. That is tragic. Moving on to the Sunken Palace. This is a pretty cool one. Shut up. My polar bear can, or this isn't a polar bear. My panda can do front flips in this house, which is pretty cool. If I enter the house, the bank is nowhere to be seen. I like how some of the house is flooded and some isn't. Where's the bank? Oh, wait, no, the bank is right here. Okay, never mind. This is good house. I give this, you know what? This house is actually really nice. I like this house. Also, I think a plus to this house is you can buy it for gold, if I remember correctly. Sunken Palace. Yes, you can buy it for gold. Look, you can buy half of these for gold, which is pretty cool. Next, we're going to the Island Getaway. I don't really like this house, but it's kind of cool. This is like Celestia themed, based on the floating land. You can see pretty cool. We got like a nice little hut here. And you can also go underneath the waterfall, which is pretty sick. Inside the house, the bank is right there. That's always what I look for in a house, if you haven't gathered that by this point. Over here, I think in the actual house, when you have it... Oh, no, this is what I was talking about right here. A giant stone right here will roll at you and crush your soul. Ow. That sucks, but it's an Indiana Jones reference, which is pretty cool. And yeah, this leads back out to the cave. You know what? That house, kind of PogChamp. I do like it. It's a bit uglier than the Sunken Palace, but it exists. And that's enough. Dragon's Fjord, I own this on my ice. It looks pretty darn sick. It has that Grizzleheim Wintertusk theme with the ice, which is pretty cool. Stop talking to me. The bank is right inside the house. Let's not explore the main house, because I don't really care about it. You can go over here, go behind the waterfall. Actually, you know what? That is a really lame thing. I'll give this house a 2 out of 10. That's so lame that there's not a plot twist behind the waterfall. Wisteria Villa, which I do like this house. I think this house is really pretty. I do always have liked the aesthetic of Wisteria. You can see that these glasses also make my brain massive, like 3 times larger than usual. But this is a pretty darn cool area. You have your own little like palace over here. You can walk through a wall right here for some reason into this. I don't know why this exists, but it does. And you can walk right in here. I believe one of my storms owns this house. You go inside, and what do you see? You see a bank right here. That's a sign of a good house. Pretty looking courtyard. This kind of looks like the Sword of Kings should be here, which is pretty cool. Overall, I give that house a 7.5 out of 10. Alright, next we're getting into the school-themed houses. You know what? I have very strong opinions on all of these. The life one looks beautiful. I love how it kind of like reminds me of Bartleby. And I like that it looks really damn cool. Perfect. You can see the bank is right inside here. And the inside is very grass-themed. Very beautiful looking. And I do really love this house. I give this one, the patented Noah, 9.5 out of 10. A PogChamp house if I've ever seen one. Next is the Myth House. This one's pretty cool looking. I like how it's perched upon a giant cyclops. That's pretty damn cool. There's teleporters as well here. So you can go through the teleporters if it works. Boom, right there. You can see. Go up even further. The bank right inside the house here. It's a bit far from the actual main entrance, but that's okay. If we go here, you can see that there's like a big outside. Also, it sounds like the Cyclops is alive, which is a little bit terrifying to think about, but it's okay. I don't like how these houses don't have music. It's eerily quiet in here, and I dislike that immensely. But I think if I go all the way up to the top... Yeah, I can do this... Oh. You have your own rainbow bridge and a bunch of clouds. Look at that. And you can look off into the distance. This house, beautiful. This gets the patented Noah 9.7 out of 10. That's how good that house is. That's probably going to be the best rating I've given today. That house, pretty cool. The Stormhouse, this one sucks. Do I even need to go into explanation? It just looks gray and dull and bad. I like the animation of it coming out of the ground. That's pretty cool. But it looks gross and disgusting. Also, the bank is like down here, which is a little bit awkward sometimes. But you have your own aquarium, which is kind of cool. There's this one area. Let's go to the... Yeah, let's go right over here. You can see there's this one area where you can look out under the water. Pretty damn cool, if I do say so myself. Looks pretty nice. I think you can see a shark here at some point. You know what? I don't feel like waiting, so I'm leaving. That gets 3.5. Next is the Death House. This Death House is pretty cool. I own it on my death, as you'd imagine. But quite the beautiful house, you can see. You have your swimming pool. It hasn't been cleaned in about 3 decades. But I'm still completely willing to jump in. My panda is not, however, so I can't actually physically do it. But, beautiful looking swimming pool, if I do say so myself. Nice little mausoleum type thing. I don't know if mausoleum's the right word. You go inside the house. Bank's directly to the right. That's pretty cool. You have your own grand staircase, which leads you upstairs to some rooms. They're a bit small, but they're rooms nonetheless. You know what? You're having a good time. I give this a 7 out of 10 on the Noah scale of housing. Moving on. God, this is so awkward without music. I hate it. I feel so... It's so quiet. You know what I'm saying? Very quiet. Next is the Ice House. I have never seen this before in my life, to be honest. How do I get down? Oh, I have to... Do I have to go all the way over here? That's, like, super awkward. Oh, why is it so awkward? You have a nice, like, ice-looking thing, a nice bridge over there. Inside the Ice House, you get this. You also have, like, some weird sound effects that I don't know how to feel about. You know what? I don't really like snow. It's cold and soft and irritating, and it gets everywhere. I don't really like it all that much, but this house isn't too bad. I'll give it like a 5.397 out of 10, I'd say. Not awful, but not like spectacularly good either. Alright, what's next on our list? Fire? Yeah. We have 2 left. We have the Firehouse. This one sucks. I hate this one. I'm just kidding. It's not that bad, but I think it's a bit lame looking. It's not... I mean, it is on fire, which is pretty cool, but it's still a bit lame looking. But it is a big house, which is pretty cool, and I like the inside aesthetic. It's like Firecat Alley, but a bit better. You can go up and down. Have a good time, you know. It's a pretty good house. You can see the bank is right here, which actually is extremely awkward place for the bank. The bank is in an awful place. I changed my mind. This house absolutely sucks. Give this a 0.0 out of 10. That's how much that house sucks. Finally, the Balance House. And let me tell you, I do actually really love this house. I think this is one of my favorites in the game. You've probably seen it before on my balance, when I'm on my balance. But you can see there's this Judgment who's kind of like trapped in the sand, which sucks for her, but whatever. There's this little house. I don't like how loud the water is here. The water seems extremely loud. But you can see you have the spiral staircase downwards. And what do you see? You see the Judgment that's stuck up there down here, and some cool little floating areas. I honestly think this is one of the coolest houses in the game. I just really wish the water wasn't so loud. The bank is a bit far away, but with a teleporter, that could be fixed. But you know what? Overall, pretty good house. I give this one a 9.9 out of 10 in the KNTV Cribs special. So that's it for today. That's all the houses. That's the last episode of KNTV Cribs, because I'm not making another one of these. I just, you know what, like, at least 3 people said that they wanted a part 2 with the crown houses, which is hilarious to me, because I didn't think that that video was going to be popular at all, but people liked it. So you know what? I hope I brought a new energy to it. I am still in pain. Look me in the eyes. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you being here. You're appreciated. I'm proud of you. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Have a fantastic day. I hope I don't miss the end button, because then this will be a little bit awkward.